Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. All praises. First and foremost, let's give all praises to the Most High Yahweh. We do so by Shema Mashak Yahushai. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, man. We did 2-a-days. We do 2-a-days around here, man. Let me stop this. Let me close this blinds. We're doing 2-a-days around here. We got to talk about it. GMS Israelites. GMS Israelites. GMS Israelites give orders to call the cops. I've called the cops. Again, all praises to the Most High. Deacon or a prospect chat. Somebody says, Deacon, do I have new? He says, Deacon. Wait, what? Deacon, you got a soldier's test for the new camp? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Reach out at Deacon Music page at gmail.com. Deacon Music page at gmail.com. We got about 50 brothers already. So we're going to see what's up with these brothers in the spirit of the Most High. Got about 50 brothers. And we just want to do the work and build the Most High's kingdom. So yeah, you can hit me on Facebook Messenger as well. Anyway, man, what are we doing, y'all? Now, before I play this video, this is unacceptable and it's a crying shame. It's a crying shame. But you know, that's what you get when you say, oh, we got all the truth and we're the only ones with the truth and we're going to correct everybody on video. We're going to do 1,000 videos about you, but we'll never debate you. We're going to do 1,000 videos about you, but we'll never engage with you. We're going to do 1,000 videos about you, but we'll never interact with you. What? Listen, if I don't want to talk to you in person, if I don't want to debate you online, why would I do videos about you? So you won't talk to me, you won't debate me, but you'll do 1,000 videos on me. That right there is the telltale signs of a puss. You understand? The telltale signs of a puss. All right? So I want to play this video, y'all, and I want to just get into the Bible. You guys are not going to believe this. I came in under GMS. Me and Gorilla Hebrew came in under GMS back when they was taking all fades. They wasn't turning nothing down. And that's what made us love them and just love that style and the art of cutting the blade work, the knife work, right? And you know, they was taking all challengers. And now it's, if a challenge comes up, call the cops. I want you Christian apologists to know something. Try that with me. I'm trying to pay you guys to show up to my camp. So why would I call the police to you? I'll literally pay an apologist to show up on this live or show up at my camp. I want that. I want to show the world that we have the truth. I want to show the world that we can bow, right? So at the end of the day, and I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm speaking for me because I know what I'm capable of through the spirit of the Most High. Me. Not nobody else, me. I want all fades, period. So yeah, man, video credits to VOCAB Malone. Video credit to VOCAB Malone. I found this on his channel after somebody else did a response to it. I couldn't believe it. And you guys probably won't believe it either. Let's play this without further ado. Fair use. This is going to be our thoughts and comments on this content. You got Abu on here giving a commentary. And so we are going to take a look at this, and y'all are not going to believe it. You won't believe it. Okay. Matter of fact, Matter of fact, because I was gonna, I need y'all. How many people we got in here? How many likes we got, and how many people we got? How many likes we got, and how many people we got? How many likes we got in here? How many people we got in here? How many likes we got? How many people we got? Let's see. Before we play this exclusive, not exclusive, but damn it, it feels exclusive. We're not the owners of the content, and we didn't put it out first. But darn it, when it touches Deacon Destruction mode, it becomes exclusivity. So yeah, we got 100. No, mine says 112 likes. So we got 112 likes. Let's just play it. I think that's fine. I think 117 likes is fine. All right, let's play it, y'all. I can't wait no longer. I really can't wait much longer.
Recently, I was in Ohio. On one Saturday, I visited GMS Columbus, and then the next Saturday, myself and some local pastors.
Now, for the record, because I know VOCAB, I know you're gonna watch this. Don't be running from that debate with me on if God is RACIST. I don't like saying that word for YouTube purposes, but if God is RACIST, I still want that from you. Don't run.
An evangelist from the area visited GMS Cleveland. From those two back-to-back encounters, GMS Hebrew Israelite Camp has a new policy, apparently. They're going to call the cops on me now.
I've called the cops. Imagine that. Israelites calling cops. Dang, come on, brothers. And the thing is I mean, I can't say whether GMS is equipped or not to debate. Now, let me just give some credit. Let me give some credit here. I believe that GMS has a lot of truth, a lot of good breakdowns. I don't believe that they're the best. I don't believe all their breakdowns to be correct. I don't believe their doctrine to be trunk tight, and they're definitely not like they're not debaters, or they're not good with engaging. And that's just that's just what they do. They go out there, they hit a back street, you know, they hit like an alleyway. And I think they teach like in the alleyways or where it's less populated, so they don't have to deal with confrontation or engagement exchanges. But I do give them credit that as far as like just teaching the peer breakdown, you know what I'm saying, they stick to that. But so I don't know if they're equipped or qualified or not at this juncture to deal with apologists when it comes to debate or rapid fire exchanges. Let me see. Well, somebody said GMS is the only camp that I do videos on. That's a lie. I rebuked the hell out of GLCC. I've even did some videos on ISUPK. I did videos on IUIC. I did videos on GMS. I don't know how new you are to the truth, but I go back, brother. I go far back. Trust that. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay, how you coming up to our platform? Right, exactly. Like there's other corners. Don't preach.
Abu is a historian of One West Hebrew Israelism. He's been following the movement longer than anyone I know and knows more about the history of the movement more than anyone I know. He offers some very insightful commentary on this development.
So last Saturday, VOCAB MALONE paid a visit to GMS Cleveland while they were holding camp.
Week 2! How y'all doing?
And amazingly, shortly after he arrived, one of the members of the camp said this.
Hey, this ain't a debate, man. The Lord just sent us out here to debate, all right? The Lord sent the prophets out here to give a warning. He said, therefore, give them a warning from me. Okay?
Wait, hold on. What are you saying? What are you saying here? The Lord didn't send us out to debate. Hold on a second. What are these scriptures here? What does this mean? What does it mean when we read Jude 3 and it says to contend for the faith? Jude 3:3. Beloved, while I was very diligent to write to you concerning our common salvation, I found it necessary to write to you, exhorting you contend earnestly for the faith which was once for all delivered to the saints. So I am telling the nation of Israel, the brothers who sit on the corner, who are out there rather, on the front line putting in work, never back down, never tuck your tail, never do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, there's an example too. There's an example of when we were dealing with VOCAB and we wanted VOCAB to come to our camps, to the leadership camps, right? VOCAB went to Sakari Phoenix. At that point, I think Sakari Phoenix, I don't know, I don't remember how deep they were or who was the head of that camp, but I do know Sakari Phoenix had packed up and was like, we can't even deal with you, VOCAB. Now, sometimes individuals may not want to deal with VOCAB. That's fine, right? That's fine. But if you are out there on the highways, that comes with it. Not wanting to deal with VOCAB is one thing. Calling the cops on VOCAB is another thing. What are the cops going to do to this white Christian apologist? What are they going to do to him? Now, even then, I don't think that any camp should even pack up and run from VOCAB. I don't think VOCAB, chop him up. Now, he might come back 5 times. If he comes back 5 times, do we chop up VOCAB 5 times? I think that's a bit excessive and redundant, and that's not needed. So I don't know. I know they had a round 1 and a round 2 with VOCAB. I don't know how round 1 went, and I don't even know how round 2 went. I'm just here to say, let's not make this proclamation and declaration that we have it all and we're the best and we're going to get on everybody. And then when the smoke comes, you call the cops. That's all I'm saying. Let's contend for the faith. Let's contend for the faith. And yes, I can speak on that incident with Sakari Phoenix because I'm no longer a part of Sakari. So any brothers I do the work with, we're not packing up. The organization the Lord is preparing me to start and grow with and build with, we're not packing up. We're not calling cops. We're getting on your ass. Pause with the Bible. You understand? Because we got to contend for the faith. Philippians 1:17 says, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel. How are we defending the gospel if we're packing up and leaving? How are we defending the gospel if we're calling the cops on Christian apologists? 1 Peter 3:15 says, be ready to give an answer. Be always ready to give an answer to every man that asketh. You understand? Packing up is not standing stiffly. Calling the cops on VOCAB is not standing stiffly. So we at this camp, what I'm building, we will not be doing that. You understand that? 2 Ezra 2:47. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of God whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly. not weakly, stood stiffly for the name of the Most High. Stand firm, stand stiff on what you believe to be the 100% truth, the doctrine. Stand on that. You understand? Let's go here, though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going on this. Because you guys might think I'm lying here.
Right. This ain't a debate, man. Ezekiel the 30.
So now GMS members are saying that they're not interested in debate. Honestly, that's a far cry from what their leader was saying back in 2007 and 2008 when he first burst onto YouTube.
Like I said, we challenge anybody on the planet. I don't give a damn if you're the Pope. I don't give a damn if you Rex Humbard. I don't give a damn if you Jeff. I don't give a damn who you are. When it comes to the scriptures, we the only ones that know the scriptures, all right?
Whoa. Now that's why I gravitated towards, you know, the elder apostle Tahar and the rest of the apostles, because they were coming with that energy, that tenacity. Now it's just like, we don't know how to wield the sword anymore.
But worthy of note, that young man wasn't merely speaking on his own. Rather, GMS leadership has made clear that they advise their followers against debating with VOCAB. However, they've gone even beyond that now, as now they're declaring that their followers should call the police on VOCAB if he approaches their camps.
Now, I told brothers if VOCAB roll up on you, you can call the cops.
Point, them brothers should have called the cops and say, look, this, because no edification was going to come out of it. They should have called the cops on him. Like Elder Pastor been saying, just call the cops on him. Say, officer, I'm being harassed, because you are being harassed. At this point, call the cops on that a-hole. Okay, just call the cops on him and say, I'm being harassed by this man.
Now, I want to make this clear too. I want to make this clear because individuals, right, in no way should listen. According to the Bible, not just VOCAB and his people, but all the Gentiles and heathens are never right doctrinally, and they have an impending doom, a judgment coming up to them. So I just want to make that clear. But never can we let the Christians think that we're scared of them and we're going to call the cops on them. So that's my sentiments. And never would I let another Israelite believe that we should do something like that. We shouldn't. Now, the cool thing about GMS is that they always, when we debate heathen Christians, they always take the side of the heathen Christians. They always take the side of the enemy, always. Now, when that Christian went viral with Nehemiah, when Nehemiah misquoted Romans 4:15, oh, GMS said, oh, they're so dumb, they're stupid. They took the side of the enemy. I'm not taking the side of the enemy. I'm saying, you Christians out there, you may not want to run up on GMS because you might go to jail, but you can run up on this camp and you can run up on a bunch of other camps. We're not calling no cops. So let that be clear.
Officer, I want you to do your duty. I'm being harassed by this man. Okay? And the officer might say, well, why don't you close up and go somewhere else? Okay, if I close up, like Elder Pastor was saying, if I close up and go somewhere else and this guy follows me, right, as in VOCAB, will you arrest him then? And I press charges, will you arrest him then?
And of course, the young and loyal followers of GMS have heeded that call.
So the order was given, right, for you brothers, right? And this order was given by the elder apostle Tahar, right? When you're dealing with VOCAB Malone and he approached the camp, just don't even have a back and forth with him. Scriptures say what? Cast not thy pearls before swine. But just go ahead and call the law on that Edomite, man. Just call the law on him. You see that? Because we're not listening to any more of their shit. You see that? So, you know, what we're going to do, all right, so we're going to start calling the law, right, on you crazy-ass Edomites that approach the camp.
Why the apostles put out the order that, you know, when this person comes around the camp, all right, when he starts to get on his BS, you know, just call the cops, man, or do yourself a favor, all right, just pack up and move somewhere else, all right, and if he continues to follow you or whatever, you know, call the police, all right?
Now, honestly, after hearing that, it needs to be pointed out that this transition from saying we challenge anyone to debate us to saying we're going to call the cops if VOCAB tries to debate us constitutes a dramatic paradigm shift. And it was VOCAB himself who ushered in that paradigm shift. Therefore, it seems fair to say that VOCAB has broken GMS. Now, I realize that it's impolite to put it so bluntly, but GMS has been so acrimonious over the years that I really don't feel particularly obligated to mince words here.
What a thumbnail. What a thumbnail.
You see, GMS put out a challenge and VOCAB took up their challenge. The subsequent reaction from GMS was to shrink away from the very challenge that they put out there. That's why it's fair to say that VOCAB broke them. He met their challenge and dismantled them intellectually, basically getting them to concede in terms of debating. And on a closing note, this recent...
Disclaimer, I don't agree with everything on here because I don't know, I didn't see the debate if he won intellectually or not. So I didn't see the discussion between GMS Cleveland and VOCAB Malone.
Drama unfolded because VOCAB visited GMS's Cleveland, Ohio camp this past weekend, and he visited the group's Columbus, Ohio camp the weekend before that. And this needs to be pointed out because while GMS members are asking, why is VOCAB bothering us? It's GMS members in Ohio who are responsible for the rise of VOCAB as an apologist who focuses on Israelites. You see, in 2011, GMS's Columbus camp was visiting local churches and picking arguments with the pastors there. And that was what inspired VOCAB to start focusing on Israelites. Therefore, if GMS now considers VOCAB to be a monster, they have themselves, or more specifically their Columbus camp.
So they're saying that GMS created a monster. GMS created a monster. See, that's like me saying, like how I'm saying right now, I'm saying, look, we're taking off fades and challenges. I'm saying that live before everybody. And then when it comes my way, I call the police or pack up the camp. That's what you call puss. All right? That's a new word.
For the creation of that quote-unquote monster. Simply put, they wanted to argue with Christians, and their Columbus camp wanted to more specifically argue with Christians from Columbus. They got their wish and then some, but apparently they don't like what they got. And that's why they've made this 180-degree turn and are now declaring that they no longer wish to debate. It's basically them forfeiting the debate, the very debate that they challenged others to take part in. Amazing. But with that, I'll close this video here, and I just want to say congratulations to VOCAB for so thoroughly handling GMS and having such a profound impact on their approach.
Son of righteousness. There these devils. There these devils.
Now, I've heard our dear beloved brother Elder Apostle Tahar say he's the top man on the planet. But when I seen this in 2019, I said, man, my brother, I love him to death. He knows I love him. He knows I love him. But you know, when you get up in age, you got to transfer and pass that same boldness down to the younger men so they can now take the face for you. So I don't blame him being at the age that he's at. But even with that age, you know, 3 precepts can shut VOCAB Malone all the way down. So what does he say here when VOCAB Malone and him approached him?
Oh, this guy. Hey, you know, oh, man. We're going to ignore you. Yeah. We're going to ignore you so you can keep walking. You can keep walking. Would you be interested in a one-on-one? No. Why not? No. Because we don't want to. For 30 years, you've been saying no one's successful in the West. Look. Ignore these guys. Ignore these guys. That's right. We're going to ignore you. Keep teaching. Keep teaching. You told me if I want to discuss Revelation 18, this is the place to come. So here I am. Go ahead, brother. Read. Just read. You should have said it on the video, man. You change your mind? Why? So you didn't know I was coming? I mean, you should always be prepared. Look, we're going to ignore you. We're going to ignore you. Keep teaching.
Therefore, it seems fair to say that VOCAB has broken GMS.
VOCAB has broken GMS. VOCAB has broken GMS. Has broken GMS.
Man, GMS, we love you. I hope I hope at least the younger men, go out there and start beating these Christians down with the Bible, because that's why we all gravitated toward the elders back in the 07s and 08s, right? And like I said, it's very easy to deal with vocab. He already said prophecy wasn't his strong point. GMS, you guys say you specialize in prophecy. Man, just hit him right there. Hit him right there with the prophecies, right? But with that being said, like I said, with this camp that I'm starting, we're not packing up none of that. We're not packing up, calling no police. You get in the business, you show up, right? Somebody says, you don't love GMS, you love vocab. What? Didn't I just say his judgment? Anyway, somebody block her. That's probably a GMS member. But how do you guys feel about it? How do y'all feel about it? If he comes to the camps, should we chop him up? Since the whole Christian world looks at him as the savior of the black church, as the one who's going to equip the black church to battle Hebrew Israelism, and then we shut him down, or we ignore him and give the Christians the pride to say, yeah, you see what vocab did to them Israelites? Somebody says call the cops. Machete. Never call the law unless kids are involved. We don't need him to battle you. That is sus. It's kind of sus. Scriptures or a left hook. Oh, Megan Israel, I know. I think vocab is like G-Man. It makes it look like the Israelites are weak. Somebody says dog walk vocab. Does GMS have 100% truth? No. But they say that we have 100% of what they need to get salvation. But then I'm not even going to say nothing. Is Hebrew apologetics over? We still have Hebrew apologetics. Oh, yeah. Definitely the online academy specializing. That's nasty work. That's not showing strength. Somebody said vocab equals chains. No one has 100% truth. GMS is the camp. And they just spoke about gorilla. Well, how about this? Let's put a link in the chat. And let's just get some of y'all on here and we'll talk about the scriptures. Let's put a link in the chat and let's just talk about, some truth, some 100% truth. All of that. What's the info for the Hebrew apologetics? My email, Deacon Music Page deaconmusicpage@gmail.com. deaconmusicpage@gmail.com. Inquire on that email. To join the camp, inquire on that email. Keyshawn, my brother, there goes the Sakari Vars. I said Sakari, excuse me. This is going to take a while. The varsity. We'll do a video on sea moss and mushrooms, Lord willing. They did the digital dash. Any new biblical stances? Nah. Same old doctrine that's been bopping these Christians in the head for so long. Yeah, it's just the varsity now. Zahar, that's your stance. That's not mine. That's your stance, not mine. So unless you know my stance, then speak for yourself. All right, y'all. So there's no smoke in the chat. We're doing 2 a days, but tomorrow I'm doing 1, unless I get something hot that I want to talk about. What state am I located in? I'm in Washington, in the Northwest, but we want to build everywhere. We want to build everywhere. But all right, y'all, let's end this by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. We do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. Until next time, Shalom.